AskReddit by No Dance 1016. What is a fact men think they know about women but they know nothing about? It costs a lot of money to look this cheap. Dolly Parton. Saw her say in an interview once something like, "I saw an ad that said look like Dolly Parton for only $20. I wish someone showed me that about $1 million ago." UTVS STD. Was accused of cheating when I tested positive for a urinary tract infection and the guy dumped me. Dodged a bullet there. Lol, I just imagine that dude's telling his friends like weeks later. Yeah, I dunno dude, she was a smoke show but got a UT while we were together. You mean Unsti? No, a UT. Comma. No. Bro. My husband thought that bangs, aka fringe, was just the way that some women's hair naturally grew, not a result of cutting that section of hair shorter than the rest. Similarly, I had a friend who didn't realize women would curl or straighten their hair. He thought some days they woke up and had straight hair and other days it happened to be curly. Edit, because apparently it wasn't clear. Obviously everyone has hair texture that varies to some degree depending on weather, how it dries, etc. But I am talking about hairstyles. This guy did not know about intentionally changing how your hair looks. He did not know that you can change the curl or straightness with styling tools. It's surprising the number of men who can't tell when someone is wearing a push-up bra, tbh lol. Also the amount of men that cannot tell the difference between natural like bare face and natural makeup. The high men. The number of men who actually think that it's some kind of freshness seal is too damn high. Freshness seal made me lol. What is natural and what is fake? Not the obvious things OFC. No makeup. Push-up bras. When a girl is uncomfy but trying not to escalate a situation so she defaults to being extra nice. I have attractive male friends who have never picked up on being flirted with, and unattractive male friends who think every woman is flirting. Honestly, I hardly ever pick up subtle flirting. Mostly because I believe most women just want to be themselves or nice, and not have every guy automatically think it's flirting. I don't want to be that creep who helps ruin a woman's time because I'm the 10th guy who got their signals crossed with them. You got to be pretty upfront and blunt with your flirting for me to be comfortable with taking it somewhere. Makeup. We don't know shit about makeup other than it exists and that it's worn. But damn it, if you see a picture of a woman with some on, the experts will tell you all about what is natural and what isn't. I had a guy tell me he liked a woman who didn't wear much makeup and then showed me an image of Kardashian level makeup. Menstrual cycle. I had to have an ovary removed and my father congratulated me on only having a period every other month now. That it's easy to just go on birth control or get an abortion. Adding to that, abortion is not an easy decision. Even if you don't want children. Abortions are not a pleasant process. There will be physical pain involved. It's scary. Women can be lonely. This includes friends, family and romantic partners. Not every one of us is attractive, socially skilled or mentally stable. Yes. And we get rejected. We get turned down for dates, sex, and relationships too. Eater. And we don't have an endless stream of dudes buying us free shit. I've never had a man buy me a drink in a bar if I wasn't already dating him. Pregnancy. It's not just puking and weight gain. Female orgasms. What do female orgasms and the moon landing have in common? That even after 20 years of marriage, your wife can surprise you in the most incredible of ways. Even if that is just helping you to get past an enormous fear and not thinking less of you for opening up about it. Well, that was wholesome. An awful lot of men think women get turned on by dick pics. especially unsolicited dick pics. My assumption is that it's because they think that since they get turned on by pics of naked women, women must get turned on by pics of naked men. We have thousands of years of art and poetry and music that admires the naked female form. There is not a similar admiration for dick and balls because they are just not as attractive. If a guy's not smart enough about what turns a woman on to know that she doesn't want unsolicited dick pics, there is an extremely high likelihood that he also has no idea how to properly use that dick to actually satisfy a woman. Body hair. They think we have only hair in a few places like armpits and downstairs. But we have body hair everywhere, but we just remove it or leave a little bit here or there. It depends. This. Lived in a place where anything to do with women's body is kept in a nice out of sight, out of mind box. Even when my period started, I was just handed a sanitary pad. Thanked my fucking stars that I knew menstruation and fertilization from science book and latter internet. For a short time, as a teen, I was worried that I'm just extra hairy. Because in most of media, blogs, videos, only pubic, arm and leg hairs were talked about when it came to removing hair. Later realized that it was normal. When a gynecologist says this will just pinch and they cut a chunk out of your cervix. Why do male gynecologists think we don't have pain receptors down there? I'm literally bleeding for 2 days from the chunk of skin you cut out and you thought it wasn't going to hurt? If a doctor uses the word discomfort, be prepared for the worst pain of your life. There's definitely a lot of guys who think they can tell a woman's age at a glance that very much can't. And it's weird when they also have very strong opinions on women aging. Source: I'm a woman in her 30s who went on a couple of dates with guys who had strong opinions about women in their 30s. A friend who I have known for several years, and who attended my birthday last year, was deeply surprised the other day to learn that I am, in fact, over 30. This pertains to alpha males specifically, but it astounds me how many of them think they know what women actually want. As if women don't all have different preferences like any other human being. High school quarterback dated any girl he wanted, so 20 years later he has master level understanding of actual mature women. Pee is stored in the boobs. Deleted. I know your clothes sizes don't make any sense, but I definitely don't have to deal with how frustrating that actually must be. It's a sign of wisdom to know what you don't know. Pain of giving birth. Father of 5. I've seen the contraction, pain, graphs that populate prior to experiencing them. She could read the anxiety in my face at the sight of larger spikes. It's such a hopeless feeling. I tell would-be moms that they should take the epidural as early as possible. Otherwise you can literally feel your pelvic bones separating. This question reminds me of all the times online a woman would say what she likes about guys or wants from a relationship and the chorus of men no, 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 that's what you say you want, but women don't really want this. It's like stfu, don't ask me then tell me I'm lying. For example, when a woman says that she doesn't care how much a guy makes or how tall he is, as long as he's kind and smart and treats her like an equal, guys will call her a liar. That always annoys me, too. Like, yes, some women do care about those things. Women aren't a monolith though, and if you're asking about personal preferences and a woman says she likes a B and C, then you should not go oh you liar, all these other women want X, Y and Z. People want different things in life. News at 11 y'all. Believe people when they tell you what they specifically want. Men know a woman's mind is her primary sex organ, yet seemingly have zero clues as what to do with this information. I think men generally have been quite forthcoming about not knowing much about women. Intentional or otherwise, lol.